Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa. As we'll see a team from the American, the UCONN Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Connecticut's offense takes the field for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
21 on the play. First and goal, UCONN.
He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's now second and goal.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Massey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's now third and goal.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Golden Hurricane offense gets its first crack in this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's a heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that 2nd down.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. An 84-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
UCONN 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Porter. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Tulsa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Brings up second down.
Looking for room. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Tulsa wasting no time. Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Brings up second down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harper. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
At the 31-yard line. Tulsa is third.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down. The punt breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Huskies want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll pull it on the read. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's McMillan. Fires to the middle. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got it in the middle, it's Fareed. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. He'll set up to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. One of the most valuable valuable things a quarterback can have, David. Short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Grab near the marker, it's Massey. Got room at the 35. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
1st down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle, it's Harper. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Tulsa, it's 3rd down.
They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Touchdown, Huskies! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He wants to throw it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
15, Tulsa, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well,